No, I think that's a good thing, Gypsy. Thank you so much, dude.
And respectively, 1 win away each.
Okay, Nong Shim on attack, Zeta on defense. Whoever wins goes to playoffs. Whoever loses is out.
Fascinating split. They have played this map before, have these two teams against each other this year. It was Nong Shim who came out ahead 13-9, but both teams running very different comps then. So this could go either way, who knows? And I like what the desk is talking about with that deadlock. Very crucial that Zeta is able to find ways to deal with that, particularly on their attacker side when they switch to it. But
not just that, but also that Nong Shim is able to find some attacker side round wins.
Yes.
Given the composition here.
I mean, I think at least 4 for Nong Shim is what they're going to need.
Let's see if they can find the first. They've been tied up 2-2 in pistols so far. As Shota about to catch a glimpse. It's going to be Margaret spotting him out.
Wow, that
finds him there.
It's kind of incredible from them.
Stunned,
dude, 10-10 wins that?
For the headshot. Dombey going to be struck down, so 1 for 1.
Oh.
The paranoia
dude, look at this push behind, though.
Zeta not wanting to overpeak.
How many did he get here?
On a lurk, swinging around the back, about to get the catch. Finds it. Ivy,
none?
however, not finished off.
None.
Meanwhile, Beckham towards the vent. XDL going to be able to find 1. Francis straights it out. Sugar 0 comes down to.
Hey, dude, 10-10. How has he done this? 10-10 changes the whole round, giving that kill on the side, by the way. Otherwise, that's a free side. They all go side, they win the rounds.
It looks like it's round over, but 10-10 somehow, some way, just finds out that indeed stuns may be cosmetic from time to time, and somehow takes out Dombey. I mean, that's a massive win. What looks like it's just going to be Nong Shim taking the site. 10-10's able to adjust, and that early damage done sets things up for Sugar to 0, and he knocks him down.
You hear that energy starting to get pumped there. Zeta getting high, but we do have to remember
over
what
towards
happened
middle. We got the hero shorty coming out.
The second map. See if they can look to just close things out. Francis is going to be able to find 1, but
yeah, very nice.
In Margaret just absolutely
in that
out
breach
on
short, nice and early.
Remaining.
Yeah.
XDL puts every single one of them to good use. Now looking for an ace. Go ahead and start things off, and there you
Loving
go.
it.
Ace or Predator, ace in hand. That is going to be a damn clean anti-eco. 2-0 start for Zeta.
Take that.
It is getting loud.
They look like they kind of knew that there might be some
both sides,
Bucky or some kind of shotgun antics as well.
Absolutely.
So I like that they stayed far back on
Very excited
all of
to
this.
see it.
No one was in Bucky range.
Beautiful play, nice setups. Some of his teammates there getting involved. It's got to feel good. 10-10 with an outlaw. Decent amount of weaponry carried over here. TP up onto the box for Persia.
Ivy does eat the shot. And the Armor 2 survives.
Oh my goodness, where are we?
And Dombey's just a madman. He's just everywhere.
Like,
Eats a bunch of damage, but helps come away with the kills. Clues able to find 1.
I don't even know what you're meant to do against it.
Just that Spectre in hand.
The lurk,
Margaret. Yeah,
he's not even trying to go for a kill at one point there.
You said Margaret.
He's just trying to make the space.
Back, but now sights set here towards the spike, and Margaret in position.
Okay, any more damage from these two? There's one. It's great spam. Should be it though, it's looking like from this one.
Nothing going to be noted. Spots at the first.
Maybe another.
Going to fall. Turn up
Yeah, got another. That's good damage though.
They still get 3 kills.
Armor rebuy as well.
Pretty
nice. Zeta, they'll take this.
Nong Shim will get themselves a round win.
Yeah, just turning up the tempo there. Catching the Zeta players enough off guard, and Dombey so annoying on that Neon. He's just so elusive. Sugar 0 can't track him down in time. A lot of damage done in that round, though. So from an economic perspective, not too bad for Zeta. It is going to be another judge for Dombey.
Okay, a lot to speak. Yeah, I was going to say a lot to talk about here. Big rounds, especially with everyone's money, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combine next. We've got 1, 2, 3 combine next. We've got the judge out on attack. We've got the defensive op as well.
Just trying to make
holding
sure
early line of B, but he knows they
feels like he can push.
He knows they have B main control.
A little bit of an extra boost in that fight. Crossfire setup though. Sota.
Relay ball.
Dude, this is a good stun.
Sticks around, finds the headshot.
Ooh.
Drops down paranoia.
It's a great omen flash as well.
Persia not caught by it, but Shota's still able to find the kill. As this round is looking all good for Zeta Division, but Downbeat go ahead, re-steady the aim. Finds one, strafing forward into the side.
Very
However,
nice.
is
He
Ivy
knows
pop
he's
flash
down.
sent around the back pillar. Just the classic in behind this operator. 10-10. Needing a bit of rescue here, needing some reinforcements perhaps. Swooping forward, and never
Dude,
mind.
10-10's great.
Closes it out with the classic.
He's doing so much.
3-1, Zeta, well out in front.
I mean, just the confidence
Nice hold
there
of
from Sugar
A
Zero
Heaven as well. Sorry,
to
B
just
Heaven.
eat the relay bolt and feel like he can hit the headshot. Unbelievable.
8-2-0 here for XDL.
Oh, he is frying right now. Man doesn't need ISO. He can do just as well on Breach. Nice outplay from Dombey. Gave some hope, but that operator never really fully dealt with. And the lurk by Ivy shut down. It is going to be
Yeah,
Dombey
one
with,
of everything.
you know, the Bucky.
Some frustrations out on that wall. There's no timing shot. Just keeps it disguised here for him.
Oh my
the
goodness.
moment is Clues. How to
Oh my
down, both
goodness.
players going to be stunned up here, and there's the Annihilation. Get the grab
Dude,
on
10-10 has
Clues.
to do a lot again.
So just the one trade out. There's a push from Vent getting ready to come through. 10-10 here at backside. Goes in with a shot, spots out Margaret. Jumps back over towards screens. Arrival now from Shota, though. Gets his way forward into Heaven. Finds the shot, Ivy dead. I believe a dink across onto Francis.
Okay, well now
Throws him
Margaret
down to
has to do a
33.
lot. Kind of doable with
Plant
the
coming
low
in.
HP.
10-10 trying to check close. Nothing noted there, but Margaret positions forward. Aggressive spot, finds one, Shota out. And Sugar Zero versus Francis, who's just got the Sheriff in hand. They will
Very,
just run
very
him
nice from
down.
Zeta. They're looking good.
Up can get scooped up.
Like the smoke for
Zeta
the retake.
continuing on their merry way now, 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, just absorbing the pressure from Nong Shim very nicely. A lot of the util connecting, but Zeta able to fight their way through it. I mean, Dombey at that range with a Bucky, pretty tough. Get more than one. Nice use of the Annihilation. You know, Nong Shim doing their best to piece by piece pull Zeta apart.
Shots all around! Might want to be a bit conservative on that.
Amazing. There's juice in those.
Yeah, it's just
Just
it's
juice.
just orange juice.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This has been madness. I mean, Nong Shim has turned up the tempo, and Zeta's responded by just being okay with it. They're just kind of setting up little trap plays at some of these chokes a little bit deeper.
Dude's
They're
super
not
excited as well because
contesting,
you might get
you
a
know,
free trip.
in mid-top. They're not
That's
contesting
kinda
at the
sick.
A ramp or A main. They're letting that pressure come through, and the traps are a little bit kind of deeper than maybe Nong Shim is
Did you
kind of
6-0 in
expecting
pistols today? Dude,
in
they
some
can't
of the rounds.
lose
In that
when
last
they
round, I
get
think
6-0
Nong
pistols.
Shim read that extremely well.
What's the score?
Just the weapon disadvantage cost them in the long run.
10-10 fan there.
Oh, yeah.
8-8.
Maybe, I'm not sure if that's exactly how it's written in Hangul, but they wrote it as Teng Teng.
That's
Maybe just a
close
cute
with
way to
double
say it.
pistols.
Possibly. Sometimes you can never know if it's like a meme or a pun.
Yeah. I'm out of the loop, like, with normal English memes. It's hard enough.
Speaking of 10-10, pushes the smoke and Dombey dead on the floor.
Damn, they had the second layer of someone else there.
No
This is sick.
idea
Dude, they
what was
look
coming their
good
way.
though. They look really, they look
Just like
confident
that,
on this map.
Zeta
Dude, 10-10's
have
playing
outdone
nice
Nong
though.
Shim off the back of the timeout. The slow drift away. Ivy and Margaret
He's
have
very,
to
very
save.
confident.
I mean, they just have great plans to counter the aggression. This time they're showing a completely different look. I said it during the timeout.
Who's
They
saving?
haven't
Oh boy.
put any pressure towards mid.
Oh, you might as well go
And
watch
this
the
time they
EVT game
show
for a
it.
minute.
And they throw 10-10 in there with a shorty. Shota there to back him up.
Tons
They
of
just
money though.
Knock it out of
That's
the park.
nice.
Stellar. Absolutely stellar.
3,000 on top of this for everyone.
You have to.
No one
You
needs to
have
rebuy anything. They're not
take
even
a
gonna have to
moment
use any util.
to give a ton of praise to this Zeta coaching staff with what they have done.
Go, bro.
You know,
Dude, we should have
XQQ
known
comes
when
back in as
they
that
flew.
coach. Carlisle's
Well,
still
I
there,
say fly him out.
as the
He
assistant.
lives right near the venue. But
and they have
when
turned
Choba
this Zeta
went to the
Division team
venue, we should have
around
known what was
in
going to
just a
happen
couple
here.
of months since kickoff. And 10-10 looks brilliant. I mean, when I went back and watched the VODs, of the T1 Academy team where 1010 was
Like,
playing
as soon
before
as
Zeta
Nong Shim
scooped
saw
up.
him there,
One
they
thing
must
that
have been
really
like,
impressed
oh,
me,
for God's
yeah, the
sake,
kid's
surely
got some
not.
shots. He's got some skills. But what impressed me the most was that he's
Like, if I was Nong
always
Shim, I think I'd be
playing with
paying
what the
Chobra
team
to
needs
not
him to
stream.
do. He's
I mean,
Johnny
that's
on
the
the
actual
spot,
play.
whether that be we need you to get aggressive.
I think they got it the wrong
and
way
go
around.
push into a smoke here with a shorty and kill a player and then TP out.
You
Or
just know you're going to lose
make
when
sure
this
your
guy
TPs
watches.
are set up that you can react to the contact of wherever Nong Shim's going to be quick enough. You know,
Give
if he's
him the
playing
harsher money,
extremities
yeah.
with that operator.
Just
if he's
make up
playing
another
over
event for him
a
to
garage
cast.
or a main.
Sorry, mate.
And then he needs
We
to
got
be
a
on the
really
other side.
important,
He's always there in time and in a
really
good
important event
position.
for you to cast.
He never overcommits.
You're going to have to miss this
He's
one.
not that overheating kind of duelist usually. And that's why he is fitting into this Zeta game plan so well. You see there, doesn't greed for more. Gets his one and he knows that's good enough. He knows that his teammates are there to back him up. And you have a couple rifles saved over and then sheriffs. A lot of ults on both sides. So things could get pretty
Wait, did I
wild.
miss a shot? Oh, boy.
As, well, it's been wild. Pretty
We got
much
the
all day.
two hero guns. Sorry, that was saved into this one.
Well,
And we have an ult as well.
there's 3 sheriffs. The 2
Alright, it is kind of
carryover
doable for Nong Shim on
rifles.
this round. Dude, they're up against 4
Overdrive,
ults.
4
It's about to be 5 ults.
So many
And the money's
ults
insane.
Stacked up here for Zeta. Only missing that Armageddon. XDL. I think since built up this Rolling Thunder since round 3 has just not had it committed.
Just haven't really needed to. That's your
Okay.
opportunity.
He's just going to send it here on a bit of a timing. No one going to get caught by it. Does get dodged. As we dip in under a minute remaining here on the clock.
10-10, looks like he might have good timing.
He's coming down. Ooh, 10-10. Not able to find the spot out. Does
Hey.
go in for the dimensional drift. He's going to chase forward into garage.
I don't
confirm that
think
there's nobody else in this position.
we need to
As
be doing
XDL
this when we're getting info over
quickly
towards
trying
B,
to tuck
though.
back here around the corner.
Oh,
Does
boy.
end up getting taken down. Domby
No
able
one
to
over
find that
towards
kill.
site. Gun down for
Spike
someone
cover
to
still not working.
upgrade.
Site
We're
Sugar zero
TPing
now.
out when the
Eliminated.
Neon can mess up all our
Domby comes away
timings.
with a second.
The 1v1 at spawn right now at the same time.
With that shorty. Cuts him down to size. At the same time, though,
Oh,
still have Ivy widely contained back over in
it's a
spawn.
great tail. Oh, forces
to
him
try
out
to
into the
see
open. This was nice.
If that flank comes through, what 10-10's approach is going to be. Pit, however, now invested from Shota.
Yeah, just a slight mess up from Zeta here. Because 10-10's about to get all the info anyway for them to stack over towards the site. They don't need to go aggro and get caught in these positions, especially against a Neon ult.
Weapon could get swapped out. It seems like may just have to opt to hold on to this operator.
Indoor
So he'll
Comrade,
backpedal
thank you so
through
much.
the
Dude. Appreciate
sewers.
the
Nong
whole
Shim
year, mate.
Break this little win
Thank you for the
streak
prime.
here from Zeta and get themselves a second round
Thank
victory.
you.
Yeah, this is just a great patience play to start the round from Nong Shim, taking their time, kind of working the map a little bit. Big miss early from 10-10. Commits his ult.
3
and
ults.
that's
I mean,
when
yeah,
Nong Shim
but
decides to pull the trigger.
They gotta
They
get
know
on
he's
the
on the other
board.
side of the map.
Gotta
They
get
know
on
he's
the
not
board,
going to be
and
able to
honestly,
get
they
over
didn't
to where
invest
they are.
too much
That's
gun-wise
going to
into
open the
this
door for
one. So
Domby. They got the spot onto XDL early, so they kind of knew he was going to likely tuck into that corner. Able to throw the concuss from the Tejo at him. And Domby's pre-firing that angle before he even gets through. And then Sugar Zero with kind of an ill-advised TP. I think one thing I liked about the way Zeta was playing against those overdrives on Pearl was that they were not contesting them. They were just letting it expire. Just saying, oh, he popped the ult, back up, back up.
Yeah. Well, all things considered, ends up being a very costly round for the side of Zeta
Margaret's
Division,
in trouble.
They do lose, but they also commit 4 ults.
Yeah.
10-10 though, not skipping a beat. Keeps the op in play,
this
peeks
is
out,
interesting as
immediately
well.
finds one.
You would
Margaret on
imagine
the
that
floor.
one is at least like holding
Not
early info.
investable here,
But he's just
as
everywhere.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, he's
Talk about
literally
finds
everywhere.
another.
The
He's
kill
so
here,
good.
5 seconds
Being in
later,
the
gets a
right place
kill
at
on
the right
B
time.
main.
Persia going to be TPing forward here onto the A side. Paranoia burned. Double approach in towards heaven as the spike gets ready to be planted. Clues does have this Armageddon, but opts not to send it quite just yet. Wants to get the rest of the team clustered up and likely look for a bit of a flood retake. Salvo is going to be sent, and hopping over to the side, having swapped over to the
Yeah, what a
Vandals.
round from
He gets for
10-10
one,
this
Domby
is.
looks for a little bit more, pushes him low, but cannot find that kill. Now is all is lonesome here in heaven. And can only
So
get
it
the
is
one
a
initial
reset of the
follow-up
money,
kill.
but
Refused to come through.
this can be a
Zeta
drop.
Division not allowing
one
for
person
Nong
will
Shim
take
to
a
string
hit.
any consecutive round wins together.
Just making sure that they've got the operator, and they do.
I think they've had the operator. It's in Schultz's hands. He's standing right next to the
Oh yeah, he was. That's what I assumed they were doing, but
Nope.
I guess they're just talking over how they wanted to cycle the ults.
Could be that. They might just be.
He's screaming.
Good
I don't
shot.
like this skin. Give me another skin.
Yeah. That's real ranked energy right there. That's me when I grab my ugly operator skin.
Yeah.
The Plutonium Blaster 9000 or whatever it's called. People hate that. But I love
10-10
it.
popping off, and for
Dude,
good reason.
He is just
Oh, he really is.
so
He's,
on
he's
point with this
everywhere.
operator today. And it's been such a huge win condition.
Dots over towards middle.
Has to TP away
Tried
from
to
those
take a
salvos.
shot as well
Tried to stick
before
through
the
him to see if
salvos. I
anybody would
respect
peek.
it.
Tiny bit of damage. As stealth drone just going to be broken. Spike now getting ready to move across to the A
Nong
site.
Shim
Looks like a
wall over
slight
towards B to try and make it
reconsideration here.
harder for the upper. And then we got smoke,
Real question
double block
is
vision.
When Donby accelerates, if that angle's held, can 10-10 connect, but being very patient are Nong Shim. They don't have much info though.
He's playing off of timing again, sending out the aftershock, anticipating this pressure here. As 10-10 looking to try to backpedal here. Salvos coming to the rescue. Keep them zoned for the moment.
That was really wise by 10-10. Although he's going to the other side of the map. Bit of a misread
50
here for Zeta.
seconds. Dude, the stun
Shots
might be
in.
everything.
Donby going to be taken down. Clues up over the top, coming away with the kill. The entry
Dude,
power
you
now
might be tempted to tail this as well.
very much cut down. They kind of need this opening from Margaret. It's not going to advance
a little
forward
bit
towards
late on
that
the
B-side.
decision.
Clues now rolling out the red carpet.
Oh no.
CL, Clues
Oh, that
going
was
to be
rough,
taken down.
bro.
Wall set up over towards screens. Margaret looking to just try to lock off this heaven position. 10-10 will be pushing in from behind.
Gonna try to go for the shorty play, but spotted and dealt with.
Kill onto one. The wall just continuing to lock them off.
EDG?
This
Wait, they actually
round.
got to match point? Wait, they made that.
Pretty much
They actually
dusted it.
put
We
some
see
time into that
the
comp?
op just not going to be in a spot that's easily recoverable. XCL's got money behind to go ahead and purchase another one, but this is going to be
Might have
Nong
to watch
Shim
it back
picking
at
up a
one
third
point.
round win. Talked about it.
See if they're actually
How many
doing good
do they
stuff with
need
the comp.
on this attack, given the composition, given that they have this deadlock in play?
12-8.
You said 4. They're going to be one away from that figure.
Yeah, no, it's starting to look really, really good. And again, if they can get to the post plants, this composition is really scary. Just kind of a misread from Zeta from the get-go. I mean, they see at least a couple players come through that A main ramp, and I like the way 10-10 plays it initially. Flashes and just backs up, try to fall back a little bit. Okay, Donby runs through and he's dead, but I think the idea was that a lot of times when they had shut down Donby's entries early on Pearl, that wasn't the full commit from Nong Shim, but a lot of time had already been cooked off the clock. And therefore, Zeta was just not really prepared.
There's no way they can look that bad on Ascent again. Yeah, it's
Nong
true.
Shim's able to brute force their way
You
through.
would imagine they
And get those
they learned
ultimates
a
in play. I
lot
love
from that
pick
last
from
time they
Margaret
played.
on top of A Heaven.
Oh, what that shot?
What is that?
Through the corner.
I mean,
off
there's a
on the
molly there
floor.
as well to make sure it's
Margaret,
double damage.
Vulnerable.
Hell of a hit.
Jeez. That's just a crazy good outplay for. He has been outrageously good today.
That's a
He
big
gets the
disruptor here
smoke
on the
down
round
as
for
well. He
Zeta
creates
Division
so
as
much
well.
pressure over towards B on his own.
They're going to gamble 4 players
This is a
into mid.
good reaction from Zeta though. 4 pass
A-site
and mid
wide open
push.
for the taking.
No matter what, you can push behind A, you can push behind B.
Full 4-man wraparound through the sewer.
I don't think so. I think Clues is going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Problem is
to
they
find
still, they were so
Yeah.
far away they didn't hear anything.
Wraparound coming
Margaret.
through.
And
XDL is a world away.
Margaret is fully
Now
on
starting
top
to
of the
work his way
fact that
across,
this
like
might
you said,
be
Margaret,
their
He's
reaction.
already in a position, just lurking here, expecting this and striking. Swings it for a little
Oh,
bit
that's a
more, and
great
it's
shot.
snappy.
The guy's
to
looking
find the third.
unbelievable.
Back pedals, I don't think he's going to be expected. Nope, never mind. Solid. Gets himself the 4th kill.
EDG
On for the ace,
1,
but Clues a
damn
world
dudes.
away. It's just
So what does
gonna
it come down
backpedal
to?
and look to save his
EDG,
weapon.
Billy, lower bracket.
Nong Shim. First
Whoever
time getting
wins
consecutive
qualifies,
round wins.
whoever
They'll
loses
find
is
that
out,
4th
right?
And start turning the tides of this half.
I mean, just
Well, it's going to be a crazy
plays
one.
like that from Margaret are difference makers in the just the beginning of the round. Just when he shuts down
May
the
the
op.
2nd, what day is
They want
that?
to give it to him, and they will.
Damn, nicely done.
Another
Dude,
ace.
that third kill, was it from him? That was
As,
really good.
Ace the Predator getting plenty of shout-outs here today. Margaret on his feet, and for good reason. secures it. 11-5-1
Dude, Nong
to
Shim love
11-5-1.
as soon as someone,
10-10.
as soon as someone gets a
Bang off
dude,
for
that
their
is nuts.
respective teams. Excuse me.
Yeah, the first and the third is just insane.
What?
That is.
The first kills.
Arrest him.
Well,
Nuts.
he threw the snake bite
It's a
out.
Friday.
like
Oh, we
that,
can watch that.
straight to
That's
jail.
nice.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
You missed the ace, straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
You get the ace, believe it or not, jail.
To jail.
What in the hell?
That is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the only reason that kills is
Stuff
definitely
like
because of the
that,
molly.
those are game changers. Individual moments that kind of break Zeta's back. They're down to just stingers. The pace of the game starting to be slowed down by Nong Shim, and it is working in their favor because Zeta isn't reacting quite the same. They're not able to absorb that pressure. They're trying to contest it now. Seems like as the round timer ticks down, they want to press the issue and try to
Prodigy,
slow
the
Nong
comp's
Shim
sick.
up.
It's just last time they used
One
it,
thing I thought they played well on with Pearl
Last
was
time
to
they
just
used
play
it, I
for
don't know
retake
what's
at
going
times.
on.
Their retakes looked
it
solid.
looked like they had lost against it.
But it is
and
hard
then
against the
copied
Deadlock.
it, but then
I
didn't
get it.
understand it.
Here you're certainly playing for retake.
Space taken, paranoia. Slowing the approach.
A
TP
really good
across away from
TP, but
Sugar
dude,
Zero.
look at
Swings
Margaret,
out.
man. He didn't even hear the
Space to find the
TP,
kill.
but he
It's an
instantly
immense
put his
amount of
aim over
damage.
towards the
Trying
left,
to fake
knowing
the
that he's
TP.
most likely to
Wall
TP
falls.
and
Shows
reposition.
in position to find Persia.
Dude,
Dumping now
stingers.
dead. That's a weapon scooped up for XDL.
30 seconds left.
It seems like Nong Shim, they might have overcooked the round. Still trying to bail their way out. Showtime
No,
probably caught the
boss
timing.
man.
Just like that, the pendulum swings back.
That's a head scratcher. You got to expect they're going for it. You don't have time to walk through that smoke.
Breach
Sonic
damage.
sensor set up. Salvo is going to be sent. Couple seconds remaining.
Mate, you got to go for the safe
This
plant.
Clues.
Oh my
trying
god.
to go for the swing,
Wait, he
but
just
I
has
think
time to plant.
Do they have the time?
Yeah, he's got time.
They do. Just narrowly. XDL is able to find one. Doesn't have any util. He's just pinned in
This is
here
the
in this
weirdest round
position.
ever.
Oh
Oh, God.
Wall broken.
whoa,
He's sprinting
whoa.
for it. He's getting out. And XDL.
No way!
My God, he's done it. What a chaotic round.
That's insane. How's he winning it?
That is going to feel like a hell of a backbreaker. He's locked into alley.
Can't do that.
It's like one of those death runs
They're
in
carpet
CS
bombing him.
where so much is going on, you have to dodge it.
And he just runs and guns.
Gotta break the wall before the tail gets him and then win the duel out.
Absurd.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That is unbelievable. I mean,
Order up another round, boys.
that guy in the front, that was me. Just a little worried about the old blood pressure there. My God. Well, it's just madness. I mean, after Margaret has just a crazy round
Insta
before
drone
at
over towards
XDL,
middle, got vision block as
able to
well,
answer
so
in
as we
kind.
can see, they create the pressure over towards middle,
Now you've got the
so
ult again.
can't feel too comfy in heaven here.
10-10
Oh my goodness, Danby.
XDL
Yeah, they got the
considering
TP out of there. We're going to
another
see a
important moment, but
5v5
opts to save
retake,
it.
but they got good ults
Waits
for retake.
till they can get the team in position for a bit of a retake. Margaret, up shot, going to go wide.
Swap guns as well, so he can commit to the ult.
Spike now getting planted. Sonic sensors on front of sight, one at elbow. 10-10 leading the charge. Dimensional drift goes out. And he could try to call an angle here. It looks like Rolling Thunder just going to be sent over towards the site. Doesn't get the hit.
Oh,
and
what a
it's
shot that is.
Okay, never mind, it does. And Ivy just finds the
Insta pop of the
headshot.
ult as well, we got
There's the
one.
pull forward there off the Annihilation. Does not manage to find it. XDL takes out Ivy. The 2v3 though. The pull in shuts him down. XDL good for another, but now it's just Sugar Zero alone on the site here. Finding one more.
He's got a smoke
The time
though.
is just not going to be there on his side. So just go ahead and hold this one down. The
Where the
shots
bullets gone?
getting dodged out. But Persia
Every single bullet.
rushes forward.
I mean, he is running. Thank God it is like that.
Shots at range rather. His Margaret goes
Dude,
rushing
crazy
forward.
round. Crazy,
And it's
crazy
going to
round.
be 7-5 at the half. Chaos across the map.
Well, I think this is looking pretty good for Nong
That's
Shim.
outrageous. And he got
I mean,
another.
Just crazy stuff there. The stun hits, but I mean, it's just one player that you're seeing off that dimensional drift, and that's where you send the Rolling Thunder. It's kind of a,
It's five
you know,
enough?
a
I
little-
don't know,
it's a
dude. It's going
puzzling
to be
one.
close. It's like,
That's one where I feel like you
Could
could
be.
just isolate that player as the Yoru, try to use your flashes and util to keep them locked down while the rest of your team clears a tower, but it just seemed like in the heat of the moment, Zeta again pressing the issue, just wanting to find whatever they could. Nong Shim, though, just so sturdy. You can't make mistakes against this Nong Shim team. They are very well drilled. Those post plants are very clean. And you give them control. They know, they understand this map very well. Especially on the A site. A tower control is pivotal for those post plants. They did a great job establishing it in a bunch of different ways. Whether it just be pressure from Donby,
like an overtime.
you know, Margaret throwing up a pit up there one time.
10-10 is playing insanely well.
Let's see what this attacker side looks like.
He's making a lot of plays
than what we saw with the Neon. You have a Yoru in play. Probably a little bit slower, you would think. Let's see as we get into this pistol round. 7-5.
Damn, 14-7 as well, with that clutch in there.
Why the hell not?
Well, they go for the double layer approach at mid.
Second map there of Pearl.
You gotta beat the wall, then you gotta
Here
beat the
is
smoke
the
over
question,
towards middle.
Pistol round. Does this get tied up? Does
We
it
have
just go
a
3 for 3, or
wait.
does Zeta
Okay, Salvo's broke it.
start things off with another win? Suppress not connecting. Ivy does get noted. They're gonna look to try to pressure Mount. 10-10 just finds the timing as
The
Ivy turns his sights back over
smoke
towards
pop
Garage.
made him think that they were gonna descend
Flash
it
out,
through
Margaret will
B,
turn
so
from
he
it, does
wanted
well
to
find
grab
the one,
net
but Sugar
B.
Zero
Nice
pushes
timing
it
on that.
alongside. Player advantage now going to be set up, and this linger here from Clues over in Mail. Likely hearing these footsteps. They're still pushing for him, but has the frenzy, has the kill, looks for the second, can't make it happen. Donby. This is 26
They got some pretty
HP.
nice pistols, that's
It's just he and Persia approaching through these smokes.
Stun double swing off of this to
Trying to
take a
get
bit
back
more
in.
space.
Relay bolt going to be sent. Shota stunned up here for the moment, but Sugar Zero immediately finding the dink. Tucks back inside of the smoke. Donby swapping over the weapon. Swings the corner. Finds one. XDL on the floor. Sugar Zero.
No
Taken
way.
down as Donby comes
There's
up
no way
huge.
we switched to. He doesn't even have the gun out.
The slide forward. The
The
frenzy.
slide with the
4K.
frenzy.
Nong
Ow.
Shim get themselves a third pistol win with a Red Bull clutch and are 1 round away from tying this up.
That's devastating.
No, that is
I mean,
devastating
what
for
a
them because
round,
they
though.
were doing
it
good.
looked so good for Zeta.
But this
a
is
great
insane.
entry by
Picks up the
10-10, follows
frenzy.
up with a good flash to set up for the trade. They've got Clues to counter the lurk. It looks like it's all Zeta. And then a frenzy in Donby's hands
Oh,
just spells their doom. Huge, huge moment.
bro, so good on Neon.
One of those difference makers potentially again.
Starting to get topsy-turvy. Full investment. Any kills found here for Zeta will be damage dealt, but Nong Shim well poised to tie this at 7-7. It's a flash through. Shallow TP forward. Margaret spamming though. Finds him. 10-10.
Dude,
dead,
look
locked
at
in. The
how
wall
much
was there.
util they just spammed over towards here. Oh my goodness. That was a lot. He had no
Things go
chance.
quiet. Stealth drone to check around the ramp. Nothing going to be noted there. Sonic sensor here in front. Ivy watching with a Spectre. And here comes the push. Sensor gets the stun.
Yeah, and they got that
Ivy gets
wall
the
over
kill.
towards B as well, so they're feeling
Damage
confident
not
it's
suffered.
just everyone
Looks for a
coming
little bit
heaven.
more. They are able to go ahead, push forward. 3 players into heaven to overwhelm. Francis making his presence there at stairs known. Margaret, however, looking to be the final boss of the site. Smoke dissipating shots, not quite connecting. Fight to try to make it a bit more unassailable. And on the repeat, Margaret will be able to collect
Very
3.
nice.
Between
Some
that, the 4
regen
kills
armors
Donby in
as
the
well,
previous
so
round.
only one
Nong
gun
Shim
rebuy.
tie things up at 7-7, and they're getting things into a nice position as far as their ults are considered.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job of utilizing this Deadlock util to make life difficult for Zeta. With the wall early into that Sonic sensor. Zeta just trying to claw their way through. That's going to be something that has to be considered. Ways that you are going to deal with the barrier mesh. Now out.
Dude, what is
A lot of
this?
util
Oh my
early
goodness.
drone.
Gravnet,
Spot on the
salvos deep,
Margaret repositions,
smoke
but
to just push all the way
immediate
through.
rotations from Nong
Instant
Shim
reactions
just
for them to take over towards A
Just
heaven.
watching it and puts him down.
I'm not
Swing
sure
on the
about
corner,
that from
stun the
10-10.
Clues.
It
Kill to be found.
felt
Shota beaten and battered
insanely
down to
desperate.
17 HP. Still does manage to find a kill, but that leaves XDL now all alone, rotating across through the sewer with Margaret there ready and waiting once more.
See if he remembers.
Rides the rope down. He's not opting for the U-tilt.
Oh
Eyes
boy,
trained
this is a rough one for
but
Zeta.
Margaret
Dude, they
right there in front.
we see it on the replay.
Bonus conversion. Nong Shim,
Nong Shim are
now
laughing
in
about
the
it now.
lead
They see him ping and talking about it.
for the first time here on Split.
Yeah, I mean, Ivy is just so deadly. Gets the Bucky, gets 10-10 out of the TP, grabs a rifle,
Well,
and just starts knocking people down. Great transfer there. Margaret again.
it's nice
same
little
spot,
bonus strat
same
from Nong Shim
results.
though.
And then
Yeah,
has
it's
to
a
be
good
timeout.
timeout,
You have
though.
to talk about this.
Yeah, that was too desperate.
You gotta find ways to force that barrier mesh
Like,
out. You gotta find
they
ways to deal
don't
with that deadlock util.
Need to do this early on in
That's
the round.
objective number 1 right now for Zeta Division. Obviously getting to the plants and getting to the wins, but you gotta find ways to dissect.
Like this could have worked really well. Like this could be a thing.
It can be
If
tricky.
you have like the Omen TPing to the corner and
Not
do like
every
the
team
old
can
Boaster
really
flash that he used
always
to
find
do,
that
that would work.
success.
But this is just like your own
Some
Yoru
have.
flash, that's it. It's not
Against
a thing.
Nong Shim, for sure. But right now, Zeta is in a dire position. Already down a round on their attacker side on a map that usually can be fairly defender-sided. It's going to take something special here for Zeta Division to overcome these hurdles. Stingers and a Sheriff.
Stingers.
Saw what they can do with those Stingers on their defender side. Obviously a very different
Dude, Margaret's
question in front of
having
you.
such a good best of 3.
Gonna try to take some mid control, TP out, right into a smoke. And the grab net catches 2.
Sending out the fake, some shots through the smoke. Not finding
They
too
gotta
much
deal with this
damage
wall
there
over
as
towards
Francis,
heaven
but
though.
Salvo sent out to try to
Looks rough to
slow
play
things
against.
up in the wall. Positioned here in B heaven. Keeps
Yeah,
them
again,
locked
chill
out.
for a little bit. Alasuni, thank you so much with the 5 gifted. Thank you, Alasuni.
This is tricky, but they're
Thank you for
spreading out the
the
map a little
5
bit. They're
gifted.
taking some
11
control.
altogether. Chat, you know what to do?
They've got mid
Get
under
this like
their
oiler spam going.
purview, but that's a judge above you.
Alasuni, thank you so much.
10-10
If
has to
anyone
get
got
lucky.
gifted,
Oh.
Alasuni, say thank you.
Not quite.
Yeah, sees him immediately. Has to evacuate. It's not even much damage.
Oh.
Ivy
boy.
basically has him lined up. Net now lobbed in. 10-10, able to go ahead and bring the deadlock to the floor, but Tomby is right in behind to find the further punish.
Enemy remaining.
Margaret looking for the reposition. XDL will find a nice headshot. Continuing to frag here for the team. Now alone. There's a Stinger and a
30
Sheriff.
seconds left.
His weapons get exchanged. Domby, he's ready to go into the attack. Seems like XDL
Nothing you can do on this one.
likely just gonna see if he can deal some additional damage.
Yeah, so
Decided
it's a
that
call
or
to get
try
the
hold
orb
on
and
to the fence,
save.
but wants to go ahead and grab this orb first.
And just maximize what you can. The round's done.
10 seconds
Spikes
left.
up in mail. Hold the line. See if you can maybe get close to that Rolling Thunder. Is Nong Shim even going to give him the opportunity? Doesn't seem like Persia's keen on it.
It's
Just hold the
looking,
line.
Tucks back.
it's looking like everywhere they
Alright,
go
so-
around the map is on lockdown.
A bit of the force up there. A half buy, you could say, from Zeta Division. Not going to be finding too much purchase.
Surely if the wall's over towards
man.
mid, they can...
That poison orb
pressure
gets out,
a
and
heaven
already seen
more.
plenty enough.
That's crazy good.
Matt Conco, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 3 months. Thank you for that.
Now, Zeta. Full rifles. 2 away from a Rolling Thunder, 1 from the
Yeah, it's
Dimensional
honestly
Trip,
this
as
wall's
well
kind of
as
nice
Zero
though,
Results.
because it still gives you that bit of freedom
Potentially
over
against this
towards heaven.
annihilation from Ivy.
Then Donby's
They
overdrive.
should. I think they gotta give up with
absolutely
their
destructive
wall and create the
quite
pressure
often.
like this, so that they can take like
One of the
here.
best you'll ever
I
see
think they
with
gotta
that
go
ult.
away heaven. It is a little weak.
Margaret dancing.
They should also be able to force
Finally
through
going
middle,
to
really.
Resolve that affair with the stealth drone.
Like the last round they did wasn't
spamming
too
the
bad when they
angle.
actually got through
Zeta
middle and
fishing
they got
for
the
some
wall down.
contact.
They kind of need
Fishing to
to
see if maybe they could
be doing that. They
bait
have
that
to take
long
space
wall
faster than they're
and throw it
taking
from all
space
the way
though.
up in heaven as the deadlock.
Okay, orb grabbed, 10-10.
They got it out. They got it out. Okay,
Yep.
so that's mission accomplished.
Yeah, they got the wall out,
Able
but
to find
they
that.
gotta still go
Gatecrash set
break
up in
this.
Garage. Wall does get lobbed in from Ivy. Stealth drone to check. It's cleared out. Isn't going to be able to see too much of anything there.
They're playing
Dimensional
really late against the
Sends here from
Deadlock
10-10.
stuff.
Forward
Speaking of the
spots out
Deadlock
one.
though, is he just
Just
gonna
gonna play harass here.
stun,
Against this
go for
Deadlock.
it?
Well, still set up though on the exit of this garage, now expiring.
Oh my
Point
goodness.
blank shot. Shota,
Wow.
however, able to find the headshot on the Ivy, so it's going to be a
But
1
look
for
at
1
this
in the end.
stall. They had a wall here, they then have
As
the
he just gets
smoke, they
cooped
then
up
have
and taken down.
salvos, they had a
Salvos
molly
now
before
set,
this.
rotations coming
20
through, just sprint
seconds, like
across
you're gonna
the
get rotates
defender
here.
spawn. All of Nong Shim are about to be gathered together.
Good flash.
Shots flying, completely
Dude,
blinded.
everyone's
up to Margaret.
flashed.
Regains his vision, Dumby arriving, finds 10-10, and this round
Yeah, they
is
gotta
cooked.
take way more map
Nong
control
Shim
earlier on this.
break the economy, continue their streak, and they get up to double digits.
This is just
Do they need another timeout maybe?
a difficult round.
I
They're
think
not
so.
really able to get set up for this execute in time. It just takes too long. And by the time they're ready for it, Nong Shim can see the clock dwindling and know that it has to be B. And they can just throw bodies at the problem because they have shotguns, they have speed, they have Dombi's ult, they have Dombi. And they have Zeta dead to rights.
Yeah, they're making the Deadlock
It's
look nice though.
10-7.
They got some nice stuff with it.
3 more rounds to go
They're
for
like
Nong Shim to
they're
punch
playing
their
Deadlock
ticket to the
how I
playoffs.
think teams should be
Zeta
playing Deadlock, where it's like
on another eco.
wait until the 1 minute mark and then put that wall
Trying to
down.
find some way through. Down goes 10-10. Francis to step up.
Good
Slow
change up for
crossfire,
them.
tons of
Punish
damage
over
done to
towards
XDL.
middle, make them scared on the ecos as well, that they might be fighting this wall when actually on the buy rounds they're letting them take full space and
There's
they're
that lone pick
just
up your
worried
rifle
about
in
time.
hand.
like trying to make them worried about
Showing
time.
some respect, backing away, not looking to overstay.
That's just such good diligence here from Francis. Force out the aftershock. Knows their positioning. You've got that Viper's
Teonas,
pit
yeah,
there
we
as
kind of
well.
need them.
Clues is gonna try to
I think
find a way to
teams,
sneak
like when teams start using this a
in when
little bit more
Margaret's
as
not
well,
expecting
they'll
it.
kind of see that
to be
it's so
a
strong.
little bit ahead of the
Because like
curve, in
even
my
just being
opinion,
able to
but I
punish
guess
in
it's
these
just coming around the
areas
wall.
where they
Okay,
have
okay,
to
okay.
like be in a
That's fine.
bit
Gotta
of
wait
the
for the
map
second to go
and be
before
there for a
Margaret's
while to
attention
break
is-
the wall.
Oh,
They
the
can do
stun.
so much. Oh my god,
Francis
these
now
salvos.
Sending the salvos. Shota out ahead of it, but
Yeah,
still taken
isolated
down. And
one.
now the spike is on the floor. 30 seconds remaining.
I mean, Nong Shim are playing a masterclass
Clues
though.
needing
It's
to
an
find this
insane
opener,
comp.
but he cannot. Knife out into the heart of Sugar Zero
Oh boy.
to kill
How's
the
he getting
hopes
that?
and dreams. Nong Shim up now by 4, 11-7. This attack side from Zeta is bearing no fruit, holding no water. The final timeout call from Zeta having to be used 3 rounds apart.
They just are having such a hard time getting through this util. You've got to find ways to get maybe a deep TP set up for 10-10. Francis just does a brilliant job there with Teho, just delaying and stalling to the point where there's just not much hope, and you're never able to create enough of a distraction that Margaret can turn his attention, or has to turn his attention to a different direction, so Clues can't win his battle in the pit. And want to go to the playoffs. That's what that sign said. They want Nong Shim to go to the playoffs, and they are oh so close. Oh so close.
2 rounds away from punching that ticket and shattering the hopes and dreams here of the Zeta faithful. Final timeout expired.
Yeah.
By scrape
It's
together.
the last go at it.
Players, half armor, a
in
rolling
terms
thunder, a hit
of-
if they can get into a post plant.
Like, is this possible? It is possible.
cheers ring
If
out
you're
here
looking
from
at
the
the
fans.
odds.
Watching in the
Like,
Sun
it's only really
Coliseum.
this for a while.
So many ults to
But-
work with. Rolling Thunder.
They're
hit.
like they are eventually all
Just
going to come
getting
back
to
round.
the plant for Zeta. And they should have a decent chance. Zeta on the other side of the map being asked to continue that anti-lurk / lurk duty. Clear of the TP. And again, you gotta create some space here at A
It's
ramp.
interesting from Nong Shim.
You gotta get in there.
They change up
Find a
change
good
up their
opportunity
wall
to
in
use
this
the Rolling
timeout
Thunder,
as
but
well. Thinking
by
that there's
my
going to be
eyes,
more
Tommy,
A heaven approach.
very
It's
aware
like the
of
one
that.
thing they haven't tried. And so they
Beat
go
from
back
Sugar
and
Zero.
actually have the good wall over
Destroys it.
towards
Not
A
gonna
now.
be a more aggressive one to scout the site. There's 10-10 taken down. Persia
Dude, they're
spraying
just a
across.
step ahead, aren't they?
Sugar
Oh
Zero's
my
dead.
goodness.
XDL gone. They don't need to see a damn person. They just hold down M1, and they're rewarded with kills. Shota trying to take some space, finds the first, can find nothing more.
It's just lockdown, absolute
Match
lockdown.
point
This is a
from
nice
Nong
change
Shim.
in their timeout as well. Such a
8
stronger
rounds
holdover
consecutively
towards
to get
A.
to this point. 5 rounds
They're just a step
consecutively
ahead every single
is what
round so
Zeta
far.
needs just to take this into overtime. Otherwise, their playoff hopes will come to an end.
Just a blind TP there, essentially, for 10-10. Nobody's able to get into a position to back him up. And then you can just, like you said, hold down M1 through those smokes because you know that the Zeta players aren't going to be far behind. If 10-10's TPing in like that, then they just don't seem to have quite enough preparation on this attack side. It would take 5 in a row. And that seems nigh impossible with how unbelievably well drilled
Look at
this
that
defender
shot
side
down
has
over
been.
towards
The
B.
wall again coming through.
And these kind of walls are good, right? If we're literally just talking about Deadlock.
Taking a pause.
So you have to be out in the open to break this. Which then means that like op is really good against it. It means that just holding's good against it. Trap plays are good against this, especially when you're doing salvos. Like the Deadlock wall in the current meta, especially with Teo, is insanely strong.
I think Zeta is somewhat aware.
Like it's very hard to actually break the wall because you have to commit at certain angles.
That's an interesting.
And then obviously you got the Gravnet, which combos with it well as well.
10-10. Trying to sell a little bit of a
like
fake.
all the Utah right now.
Good crash at the ready. Purchase position going to be noted.
TP.
Stun comes through.
Oh boy, it's a lot of Utah. They do have
no, actually Salvo's going to be set up there for Clues. He's able to find one. The push forward, the drop down. The judge in hand. Francis arriving, but Domby already.
They take a heaven control, but 20 seconds to get over towards site.
20 seconds
Good
remaining.
crossfire.
Sight still not in their control. Ivy swings. XCL dead. Clues gone. As it all comes down to this.
That's a
Francis
insanely strong defense side. They locked that one down. That looks really horrible to play against.
Side.
The Deadlock
Nong
Viper
Shim
stuff
Red
looks really
Force
good.
Punch their ticket forward.
Okay.
Just a
Nice
brilliant
from Nong Shim.
display on this defender side of Split.
Yeah,
That
devastating
Deadlock,
for Zeta.
so annoying. And the way